fed already on him. He get caught with
take the stand? Why? I'm saying, so Duke didn't go to trial. That's why he ain't.
No. The thing about it is, I don't know if this true or not, but Yak told Duke, man, just take the little probation shit. And I feel like he told Duke that because he didn't want his interview to come out. Because if Duke go to trial, you got to take the stand. It's a part of your plea. So you tell Duke, man, take the probation. Shit ain't nothing but a year probation. Take that shit, man. True. Go on forward with your life, man. So Duke take the probation thinking like, shit, my brother took the charge. I'm take the probation for even being around it. They just charging Duke. So they give Duke a year probation. Duke take the probation. Word in the street is Yak told Duke to take the probation. I don't know how true that is or not, but a lot of people that said Yak told Duke to take that probation. A lot of people, reliable sources, said that Yak told Duke to take the probation. I feel like he told Duke to take the probation because if he didn't, he was gonna have to take the stand on him.
And he didn't want to take the stand because he already got to jail. So you saying he would have took the stand in the Fed when he picked up the probation?
Yes. If Duke, no, it don't matter if the Fed pick it up or not. If Duke go to trial, if Duke don't take the plea, Yak gotta get on the stand and Duke trial. That's his plea. His plea was this. You get out of jail. You do this. You do this. But if Duke go to trial, when Martinez want to go to trial, you must take the stand and speak truthfully about what you told us in this interview. That's his plea. If Duke go to trial, he got to get on the stand. That's Yak plea.
And if he'd have took it and he got on trial, what they would have did? That would have fucked the case up or something?
Who?
That hurt the case. Like
if Duke would have went to trial, Yak would have had to take the stand. Duke would have got fried. What the hell you mean?
Duke would have had to get fried.
In the goddamn interrogation, Duke, Yak told exactly what happened. Yak told, hey, man, I ain't even finna play with y'all in here, man. I'm gonna just tell y'all the truth. That's what happened. That's what he say in the interview, in the interrogation. Man, I ain't even come to play with y'all for. I don't even, man. Whatever I can do to goddamn try to make this shit light on me, bro. Like, they like, man, what going on? Goddamn, woo. Obviously, the DA's already wondering, like, why the hell y'all nigga on the high-speed chase right here next to the officer? They don't know that Duke got jumped on at the club, though. It's on the wraps. It's low. We keeping it low. Just street shit, keep that low, going on. Goddamn. So, when Yak tell them, Duke got jumped on that match, we was on the way to goddamn go straight out.
That one thing I won't lie, that is confusing. Why is Yak saying that? Because that's gonna throw Duke under the bus, won't it? Like, doesn't he have to? Like, he's gonna have to throw him under the bus, bro. Why would Yak say that? That's the part that kind of confused me, bro.
In the interrogation room, he was saying shit like, they were like, oh, so you and Duke finna go kill? He like, I ain't gonna shoot. I was driving. How I'm gonna drive and shoot? Duke gonna shoot. He say all this shit in the interrogation. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, he said that, bro? Okay, yeah, so it's kind of obvious why he don't like Yak then. That makes sense. If that's what happened, then it makes sense, bro. Yak a snitch.
This the interrogation room.
But I want to talk about Gunna, bro. Deadass. I just want to talk about Gunna.
He's saying this shit, and he took a plea. And his plea was, when Duke go to trial, you got to take the stand.
So what's the difference between Duke in the interrogation room and that interrogation room, you in the interrogation room? What's the difference?
Duke never was in the interrogation room.
I mean, not Duke. Yeah.
The difference with me and Yak's situation is Yak in the interrogation room telling that Duke did the crime.
Yeah.
Not no bullshit, no funny shit in that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Ain't even no harsh feeling. I ain't mad at nobody or none of that. Like,
Well,
I live and learn.
I want to know what the difference is. I want to know your perspective on what's the difference between him in the interrogation room talking and you being in the interrogation room talking.
The difference is he told that Duke was locked up for these crimes. He told the police what Duke did. Like, you told on Duke. That's the difference between his and mine. I didn't tell on Roscoe. I try to free Roscoe. I'm saying Roscoe didn't shoot at the bus. We be serving these niggas when they come to Atlanta. He ain't shoot at this bus. They ain't beefing. That's what I'm telling the police. Any street nigga in the world gonna understand that. Any street nigga in the world not finna say, oh, I read it, or I did what wrong. No nigga.
But what about the niggas who feel like you don't supposed to mention other niggas' names in front of the police?
The police mentioned the names. I just gave them my stories. The police mentioned their name. I ain't bring no nigga name up in the interrogation. The police mentioned these nigga name. I brought Guap name up, but I brought Guap name up to talk about my dealings with Guap. Like, I'm signed to Gucci. I'm not signed to Bird. That's why Guap name came up. You know what I'm saying?
Good question. It's Mr. Interview. Good question. I'm trying to break it down though, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. Why they comparing this to Ghana? They should compare Young Thug shit to Ghana's shit though. Damn, bruh. I don't know. I have a problem of empathizing with people that are like the world's against them, bro. I don't agree with Ghana in terms of I don't agree with Young Thug in terms of the Ghana thing, but I do empathize with Young Thug now that the whole world is against him, bro. Shit. I don't know if what he did was wrong or right, bro.
I ain't bringing no nigga name up. You acting like I'm in this motherfucker saying, oh, Big Bank Black, a nigga who the police don't know. I'm naming Superstar. The police know every one of these niggas. You acting like I'm bringing the nigga name up there. I ain't saying you. I'm just saying. I ain't saying you. I'm saying like the world. Y'all acting like I'm goddamn bringing up a nigga name, putting a nigga on the police radar. Man, I'm talking about full blown superstars. I'm talking about signing. I'm signing Guap. What the fuck could I do to get Guap in trouble? By saying I was signed to him. Like, what the fuck can I say about to get Birdman in trouble? Saying that Birdman and Wayne got a problem, not Roscoe and Wayne.
But can a nigga take that as you giving them you pushing it off on Bird? Like that's a motive? I check that motive?
No, because at that point it was already on fire. You gotta understand, Wayne had already said they fuck nigga over my money. This shit was on the internet. He already said fuck.
Okay, yo, wait. Please ask him the question about the whole Scarface thing, cause that was crazy. The Scarface shit was crazy, nigga. That was crazy, bro. You gotta ask him about the Scarface shit. Why are you saying that, at least? Ask him that shit, bro, cause that was crazy, bro. Please ask him that.
A nigga wear a dress, man. You don't listen to no nigga music. He already did all this shit he did. So this shit already in the public. This shit in the public eye. I'm not sitting here telling them nothing, giving them something to go with, a story to go with. I'm in this motherfucker saying...
You did, though, bro. You mentioned the whole lyric about Lil Wayne talking about Scarface. I'm going out shooting niggas. You said that, bro. You gotta at least explain that. Explain why you said that, at least. I wanna hear that.
Man, y'all, what you talking about? Like, what the problem is with Bird and Wayne? You know what they saying the problem is? They saying that Birdman, they paid him. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, you know that. Even though I feel like, personally, I shouldn't even been saying that, because y'all already know that. So why do I got to sit in here and reiterate that? But, you know, you just a young nigga. You just in this motherfucker thinking you flim-flamming these folks. But the difference is, I'm telling these niggas my partner ain't committed the crime that he in jail for. And a nigga like, telling the police that Duke committed the crime that he in jail for. That's the difference. Me asking you, do you understand the difference?
I understand the difference, but like I said, Slime, I told you this, like, you know, looking at it from the side is like, why would you tell that lady, take your number?
If you look at the whole interview, and I'm gonna put not the audio, I'm gonna put the video out so you can see the actual video too. I told the lady to take my number on some flirtation shit. Like, we just flirt. When we first come in the room, I was flirting with all this shit on video. When we come in the room, I'm flirting with her. When we sit down talking, she's sitting at the table. I'm talking to her. I'm flirting with this bitch. Not mean to call her no bitch. I'm flirting with this lady. Like, and at the end of the video, when everybody getting up and leaving out the room, I'm still talking to her because she getting up late. Like, she still like getting her shit together and getting up. Like, well, all right, goddamn good talking to you, woo, woo, woo. And I'm like, man, you don't know anything, get my number, baby. I made promises. You know, I'm just flirting with the lady. Obviously, the world gonna look at how they want to look at it.
But that's wrong shit to say. Just looking back on, don't you feel like that's wrong shit to say?
I feel like that's the wrong shit to say if I was saying it for the reason, if I was saying it for another reason.
I'm saying hearing it.
Hearing it.
Obviously. You hearing it, what that shit sound like?
I understand what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Cause I'm mad at niggas for saying shit like that to the police. But the difference about me is, what in that interrogation did I tell the police for you to think that I'm saying, if y'all want to know anything else, get my number? I didn't tell them nothing. For me to even say, if you want to know anything else, get my number, and don't tell nobody. What the fuck did I tell them in the interview for them to even, for a fan or a nigga who looking at the interview? What did I say in the interview for you to even look at this interview and say, and not say he playing game? Man, nigga just playing game. He talking shit. He ain't even tell them shit. Like, you told. They said who killed Nut? You said Shannon and Woody.
You did?
Yes. So at the end of your shit.
Damn. Nah, Yak. I don't lie. Young Thug is making Yak look like crazy right now. Yeah, the one thing I want to say, I'm curious to see why he ain't calling Gunna out his name right now. Interesting. I mean, Gunna is loved by a lot of niggas, so I guess he is being smart, but damn, bro, I gotta do my research on this. I gotta do my research on Yak, bro. Cause he's making Yak look crazy right now, boy.
When the police say, well, all right, man, you got anything else you want to say? He say, hell no, I'm locked up. Y'all got me locked up. Y'all gotta let me get out so I can goddamn get around and then I can have something else to tell y'all. That's a difference than me saying it because I didn't tell them shit in my interrogation video. I'm in this motherfucker talking shit with him. Y'all blood? Hell nah, man, we fake bloods. We just say that shit in music, crazy. Nobody ain't no real blood. Wayne and us ain't real bloods. We just talking shit in music. I didn't tell them nothing to get nobody in trouble. So why would you look at the end of that interview when I said, take my number, I make promises, baby, don't tell nobody. Why would you look at that part of the interview and say, damn, boy, he was finna get him his number so he can get him information? What information did I get him anyway? The first, you get what I'm saying?
I get exactly what you're saying.
If I'm spinning the police, and at the end of my conversation, I say, get my number if y'all want to know something.
What make
the smartest nigga gonna be like, bitch ass nigga, you ain't telling them that.
What make y'all young niggas feel like y'all can spin the police though?
Just
I don't understand that though. I don't understand that.
Man.
But them bitches is smart.
Bro, it's just like movies just coming up in the game. When you a real nigga, bro, I feel like I'm a real man. I feel like I honor and I love every nigga who I love.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to do anything to help a nigga that I love. And sometimes you can make the wrong thing. You can do the wrong thing trying to help a nigga that you love.
Yeah.
And when I say do the wrong thing, I ain't doing that wrong in the interview. The only thing I did, well, I feel like I did wrong was even talking to them.
Doing the interview, fact.
Right. But yeah. I'm doing the interview out of I'm purely trying to save my mans.
When I first...
No, I totally get that too. I could definitely see what he's saying in terms of he was just trying to like make his boy's situation better. Because wasn't he 24 in the situation? I totally get what he's saying. If you especially with Young Thug and he thinks he's smarter than he thinks he is, or he just thinks he's smarter than other niggas, you could see him on why he tried to spend. I could see his perspective. I'm gonna just say that. I could definitely see his perspective, bro.
Seeing shit on the internet, I was like, oh man. But I was like, man.
Cause they mixing it.
Cause I ain't even watch it. I just seen 2-hour interrogation video, Young Thug. I didn't even watch it. Lying like, man, you got. Little man like, man, you gotta listen to it, man.
Right.
Please just listen to it for me. Before you jump out there, please just listen to it for me. Please, please, please. I listened to it, I said, if all while I'm listening, I'm like, yeah, you not playing game, but why the fuck is you in there, Slime?
Because we just young nigga and I'm thinking, my man's Roscoe already locked up for shooting at Lil Wayne tour bus. I know that. I know Roscoe got a trial coming up. I know that too.
So basically you saying ain't no way you would tell him because you ain't even in trouble.
I'm not even in trouble. Soon as they come in, they say, you ain't in trouble. We ain't talking about nothing that's dealing with you, none of that. We just got some conversations that we want to have with you. Boy, click in my mind. This my turn to help my man. This my chance. We just young niggas, bro. We high as hell. We on drugs. I'm just thinking in my mind, but this my opportunity to help my man.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's keep it a stack. That is true, bro. If you have an opportunity to help someone in a situation that they're in jail, and yes, I'm a gullible nigga, bro. I just believe anything I hear. Yes. So what Young Thug's telling me, I'm gonna believe. But if you have the opportunity to help out someone's case, right? Or not say anything and let that nigga rot in jail, bro. You gonna help your nigga out, bro. You gotta help him, bro. You gotta help him, ain't you? That's where I understand what he's saying.
He ain't probably in there. He was hot.
Who, me? I ain't blown the sandwich.
Oh, for real?
They get niggas who tell that type of food. They get niggas like me who I ain't finna tell them nothing. They give me the blown sandwich. I ain't give them nothing.
They gave you blown sandwich?
What them folks try to give me blown sandwich? I ain't even eat it. I'm like, man, I ain't eating that shit, man. I think I opened that shit up and ate the cookies or something out of it. I ain't even eat this. I probably did eat the sandwich. I was so burnt down on Luzanne, like I was burnt. But I didn't get the luxuries because I ain't get them that. They would have felt like ain't giving me something to eat. Cause I asked them in there, like, man, y'all ain't gonna give me that bill? Like, God damn, it's thug, bro. Like, I'm a motherfucking millionaire, bro. I'm doing what I'm doing. Like, y'all gonna try me like this with the blown motherfucker? Like, get the nigga something. Y'all gave this nigga chili wing hot pepper. What, you know what I'm saying? God damn, give me what y'all gave this nigga. I know why y'all ain't gonna give me what y'all gave him, cause I ain't getting you nothing. And you don't get nothing in return. You don't get me doing nothing but denying my partner involvement with that tour bus shooting, denying me being in a gang, denying Birdman having something to do with the shoot with Lil Wayne tour bus shooting, denying me being signed to Birdman. You don't get nothing but denial from me. You don't get nothing but denial from me. Everything I did in the interview was on purpose, nigga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He ain't lying though, bruh. He ain't lying, dog. Everything he is saying is not on purpose at all, bruh. That is true, nigga. I'm not gonna lie, nigga.
Man, that's crazy. So let me ask you something though. Now let me tell you something like that. Cause I've been saying hearing all this shit. And you know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit valid. You know what I'm saying? You did do whatever, however. But fuck that. This is how I feel, man. Me to you. I know you said this shit probably would have came out or whatever. This would have happened, that would have happened, this would have happened. But what I'm saying is, even in there, I don't feel like you realized what you was going through. And then when you got out, I don't feel like you was focused, bro, the way you should have. Like, I feel like you taking your blessing for granted. That's just how I feel. Like, I ain't here to condemn or goddamn protect. I ain't here to do nothing but get your perspective and feel your energy, bro. So what I'm telling you, and I'm hoping you feel mine, I'm saying, I feel like you probably got out of jail and truly went with the narrative y'all went with. What was it?
Truly humble on the cut.
Yes, sir. I don't feel like you came home humble, bro. Enough. And I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm from the sideline. I talked to you when you first got out, first day you got out. You don't live in comment through. I was like, what I say? But fuck all that. Get home and get to it. And else. I don't feel like you did. I feel like you came home playing again.
I don't need, me personally, I don't know, babe. I think the crazy part is, I thought I came home on fire. I thought I came home just like popping that shit and just living life and getting back to life and enjoying it. Like, but you still gotta understand this too, man. My whole life, I poured into people. I built niggas' foundations. I built niggas up my whole life. Any nigga you can name, I play a major part in their success.
I witnessed that.
And I feel like you gotta look at it you gotta step in my shoes, bank. I gotta get out of jail and reveal. I gotta get out of jail and reveal this shit. I can't get out of jail and just hit the ground running. That's what dumb niggas do. That's what a fuck nigga do. They go past what the fuck they did wrong and they just keep going.
Rebuilding doesn't mean what, like rebuilding your mental?
Rebuilding my mental, rebuilding my financial stability, rebuilding my organization, rebuilding like.
I'm not gonna lie, that is true though. Gunna just went back and went right into it. He's the owner of this shit, bro. If you're gonna help them, I see what he's saying. But I also see it from the point of, like, he did help a lot of people, bro. I can't even lie about that, bro. He put a lot of niggas on, dog. I would have the same mindset if I was that. Like, I would be pissed. But the thing is, I just know what this nigga was going through, bro. Shit. Not saying too he was right, but Thug did help a lot of people, bro. You can't cap about that shit, nigga. I don't think you can't lie about that, bro. You know he did, bro. He helped a lot of people, bro. So when you in that situation and you feel like you've been down the wrong, hey, bro, you can't hit on a nigga that's like feeling some type of way about it. But Thug should have just focused on his music, bro. Do you hear that song, nigga? That shit is a banger, boy. Nah, that song's a banger, bro.
The way the world looked at me, the way the world perceived me. Because you got to think, I get out of jail. Yeah, I spent my last 10 years every day with my friends. And we building, we showing the world, this how you supposed to be, this how brothers is, this hood is, this how we supposed to do it, this what we doing. So I get out of jail, now I don't got them friends no more. So I just get out of jail. I'm used to being with them. My last 10 years, I've been with them every day. So I get out of jail, now I gotta learn how to not be with them. And not because they dead or they went to prison or they did it, because they betrayed me. I can't just get out of jail just going forward, bro. Like, I thought I was though. But this situation at hand just let me know, like, damn, you ain't going forward. You wasn't going forward. But then I look at it like, damn, why I ain't going forward and not going forward like success? Because I don't look at them niggas like they successful.
I ain't moving on.
Why I ain't moving on? And I think like, because I gotta rebuild.
So do you think watching a nigga look as if they like Gunna? You think watching Gunna look as if though he ain't hurting about this shit or moving on, that shit hurting you even more? You don't like the word hurt. I see how you looked at that. But a nigga gotta know when they hurt. Cause the only thing you're explaining is you talking about betrayal, those words bring heartbreak.
Yeah, but bro, we gangsters, bro. We men, bro. We bosses, bro.
That's the thing, bro.
Thank you. Tiny niggas, how you supposed to be, boy? Nah, that's true though, bruh. No, Young Thug, well done, bro. You're not supposed to think like that, nigga. You're not supposed to think like that, nigga. Tell these niggas how it is, bro. No, Young Thug is embodying what, like, real men go through, bro. You cannot talk like that, bro. But you can acknowledge that it confuses a nigga. But Young Thug's a dog, bro. This is impressive. A lot of niggas gonna say he's immature and shit. But if you're a man and you know you gotta keep moving forward, this is the way you gotta think, bro. I like these out of you, dog. I like these, boy.
I cried on the internet about that. Give a fuck. I ain't that gangster.
I know.
Nigga, our heart is fragile. Cause I look, and I said this and I just seen on, I don't listen to all them jail calls too.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell they need today? But I said, I listened to that motherfucker and you said something like, cause I had already told them, I said, bro, reason why Slime, and it's just me, I could be tripping. Reason why Slime ain't fuck with Gunna, cause he already done put the word out and stamped it to niggas, and he gotta stand with these niggas. Not saying it's right or wrong, it's like, shit, how the hell I'm finna make these niggas fuck up their friendship or whatever, they camaraderie with the nigga, and then I come home. I feel, and then I ain't never told you, I talked to Gunna when he first got out of jail. I was trying to get an interview. He like, man, I ain't worried about nothing you niggas saying. I know my brother in that box fucked up. I was just in that motherfucker fucked up. That nigga mind ain't right. Whatever. I don't give a fuck if he here telling these niggas fuck me. If it ain't fuck me when he get out of jail, they're my brother. You know what I'm saying? I love that nigga. I know he love me. He knowing I wouldn't have did that shit. I triple asked him for, is this gonna affect my brother? That's what he told me. I took it for face value. That's what he told me.
That ain't the truth.
Alright, I'm just telling you, I'm on the outside looking in, I'm just telling you what he said. That's what he said. He said,
Oh, I ain't saying that the truth he said. I'm saying,
yeah, that's what he said. He like, I'm just waiting on his word.
I don't know, cause his lawyer could have told him. His lawyer could have fed him some bullshit. My lawyer's just a real one. Brian, a real man. He gonna tell you, hey, this what we got strength at in this trial. This what we lack at. This what you fucked up at in this trial. This what you got their ass. So that's part of the reason why I took my plea. Cause he like, you gonna win the case 100%. You gonna get acquitted, but you can't get acquitted for the shit that they found in your house. It's in your house, the house in your name, everything. Even though it ain't your shit, they still got it. The law tell the jury you must charge the owner of the house with these items if it's in his house. So Brian always told me, like, this is where you gonna get convicted in. This is where I feel like you could get convicted in. He said you still can win it for sure. I think you gonna win it, but I can't tell you. I can't be no bullshit like these other nigga lawyers. I gotta tell you, hey, this is where you strong at. You strong in every corner of this case except this one. The shit they found in your house, you not strong in it. No matter what. 9 times out of 10, you will get convicted in this.
Now I'm thinking about you saying like you had to rebuild, you had to move on in niggas for 10 years. You had your partner that been with you 10 years every day. But I used to see you and Gunna every day. Like every day, like to the max. Like you and Duke day every day, but it was a different every day. What I'm saying is that shit like a marriage. You dig what I'm saying? So
it's like you having your wife, bro. And this ain't even just your wife. She came in with you. She came into the relationship bossed up, millionaire, doing this shit. She came a bum. She came with nothing. You made her a millionaire. You foundated her. Built her. With all honesty. Like you built her just on some honest shit. Not even on no, I'm gonna build this project. It's just like, damn, boy, I look at this little nigga like my little brother. I love this nigga. I'm finna try my best to help him do something. I ain't even know this nigga rap when he first came around. I just was just like on some shit like, man, everybody with me, I'm taking them with me. We going.
That's crazy, bro. This is so sad, nigga. I just want to hear him talk about Gunna. Let him talk about Gunna, bro. And how he... I want to know if he'll ever forgive Gunna, bro. That's what I want to know, nigga. Will he ever forgive Gunna, bro? Because right now he's talking like... I don't know, bro. He just talking like he's not about to forgive a nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'm finna figure it out. If he don't rap, I'm finna... Whatever we put on this internet and the fans say... What the fans commit him... The fans put on him, that's what I'm finna make him go with. If we get on the internet, he don't even gotta be a rapper. If the fans say, but then nigga got this shit, this nigga drippy as a motherfucker. But I'm finna make sure you fresh as a motherfucker every time they see you. Like I'm just don't do whatever I can do to help my niggas. Or my girl, like whatever. I'm doing whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying?
So have you ever actually sat down and thought to yourself, how do I really feel about it? Not how. Well, I take it back to this. How do Jeff feel about this before I saw my brother get killed? How would he feel about it?
About what?
About
Gunna.
Period. Just all the way. Like, how do you like? I'm trying to get you to tap into like. How do you really, really feel? I know how you know how we supposed to feel about shit. Fuck that nigga crawling. That's how we supposed to feel.
How you really feel?
Yeah, how you really feel about this shit. Like, I really, really feel.
I feel like truth word. King Truth. That's where King's Fighter come from. King Truth is the big homie. King Truth, our big homie. I honor true words to the T, no matter what. I'm with him to the T. He not a bad man. He a real man to me. What I identify as a man. I honor his words. He told me before he died. He didn't tell me on his dying bed. He just told me before he died. Gunna is my son. Take him with you, dog. Get him out of the hood. Get him out of Shady Park. Take that boy with you. That's my son. And then just so happened, he just ended up dying. And I honor his word. I honor his word, bro. I took that nigga with me everywhere, bro. This my man's, bro. Whatever you will, all the bullshit that I knew about you, all the shit you did, the shit that sitting on the porch talking about your cousin, them there telling on the goddamn to the Crime Stopper people, all this shit. I knew all this shit later on, but I knew this shit, and I just found a way to love you. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what'd he say?
I knew it, and I just love you, cause
what this nigga say?
I just honor found people, all this shit. I knew all this shit later on, but I knew this shit.
Wait, I wanna see this.
And I honor his word. I honor his word, bro. I took that nigga with me everywhere, bro. This my man's, bro. Whatever you will, all the bullshit that I knew about you, all the shit you did, the shit that sitting on the porch talking about your cousin, them there telling on the goddamn to the Crime Stopper people, all this shit. I knew all this shit later on, but I knew this shit, and I just found a way to love you. You know what I'm saying? I knew it, and I just love you, cause I just honor true word. And I feel like...
Wait, hold on. I can't... Why do I keep missing what he's saying?
I took that nigga with me everywhere, bro. This my man's, bro. Whatever you will, all the bullshit that I knew about you, all the shit you did, the shit that sitting on the porch talking about your cousin, them there telling on the goddamn to the Crime Stopper people, all this shit. I knew all this shit later on, but...
What's he talking about? What is he talking about in that situation? I don't know what he's talking about, bro. I have no idea what he's talking about, but hey, anyway.
But I knew this shit, and I just found a way to love you. You know what I'm saying? I knew it, and I just love you, cause I just honor true word. And I feel like whatever, I don't know what Truth told you, but I know he told you something good. And I feel like you just didn't honor the word. You ain't honor that, bro. You ain't even honor brotherhood. We ain't even talking about truth. We just talking about brotherhood. We from the street, bro. You know how hard it is for us to become successful men? Make millions of dollars? If a nigga take me from where I'm at, sleeping on my mama's motherfucking couch, to making millions of dollars, I'm dying before I go against him. No matter what, I'm gonna die before I go against him. No matter what.
I don't think he feel. I ain't, you know, like I said, I ain't here to goddamn.
This is sad, bruh. Gunna, bruh. No, they gotta fix this. They gotta fix it, nigga. They spend too much time, bro. And apparently people are saying Naruto and this situation are like identical. I might need to watch Naruto, bro. Cause I'm so fascinated by how these guys broke up. Like their friendship and shit. That shit is fascinating to me, bro.
Yeah, Tech or damn nobody. I don't feel like he crossed it.
Me personally, as a man, me knowing him, he's smarter than he look. Gunna's a smart man. He let his silence make you think other things about him. He's a smart man. He's strategic. I taught him how to be.
That's one thing I will say. This nigga knows Gunna. He actually knows Gunna, bro. You know, he spent too much time with this nigga not to know this nigga. He knows Gunna, bro. He understands everything Gunna's doing, bro. That's the thing. That's also why I try not to talk too much about this shit. Because these guys spend so much time together. We couldn't possibly know how like things are actually going, bro. Young Thug knows, Gunna knows, bro. That's all. So you gotta respect their perspectives, bro. We could not possibly know how Gunna actually is. We could not possibly know how Young Thug actually is. All we can see is like what we can't see, but I know exactly what Young Thug's saying though in the situation.
The thing about it is, when it come down to being real, the strategicness go away from me. When it come to being a man, like standing on man business, a man. I know how to be strategic, but I forget to be strategic when it come to that. I'm gonna say the truth. I'm gonna pour it out what it's supposed to be. Life to him is just all about being strategic. It ain't about nothing about being a real man or like coming to grips with what's going on or just like knowing like I did that. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be some strategic shit behind it.
So you like it just came out the blue. You know, usually when niggas, if you the nigga you describing, you would have been saw that. So you saying this just came out the blue with that case? Or?
Nah, but the crazy part is, bro, he done already did some shit that's a violation.
Like,
Don't nobody really know about it but me and goddamn Cash, XO, my brother. He already done did some shit that was a violation that I supposed to cut him off for. He already done did some shit where I supposed to cut him off for. I just found a new way to love him. And I try to be how y'all live. I try to look at him from a different light and be like, maybe he ain't understand. Maybe he ain't know. I know he knew. Maybe he ain't know. The only reason why I knew he knew is because he denied it. Instead of saying, damn, bro, I ain't even know. A nigga that don't know gonna say, damn, I ain't even know that. A nigga that know what he doing, what he gonna say? Hell nah. I denied it. Like, hell nah, right? Hell nah. Like,
that's true. I don't lie. That is true. That is true. Oh my goodness, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you gotta respect. One thing about stuff, when it comes to stuff like this, you have to be able to put yourself in someone else's shoes, bro. You have to, bro. And where Young Thug's coming from, you could see why he'd feel violated, bro. You could, bro. Come on, bro. That's why it's so tricky, because I'm a Gunna fan, bro. God damn it.
That's just how the circle of life. That's how I go. You gotta understand, bro. I had that man with me every day since late 2015. I had that man with me every day, bro. I made that man I made him a millionaire. Like, I bought his first apartment that he lived in. I bought it with my money. I made him put his money up. Keep your money. I bought it with my money because I had a little extras. I bought that shit. I went half and half with you to buy your mama house. Your mama first house, get her out of the hood. I did that. Me. I told you to go down there to the country town and get your daddy, no matter what your differences is with your daddy. I told you that. I know for a fact, me personally, I know your dad don't look at you like a real nigga. I know that. It's my man's. Your dad is my OG. He don't look at you like that. I made you go get your dad. I made you reunite with your family and do the right thing. I just poured my all into him, bro. I gave this nigga more time than my children, bro. I gave him more time than my kids. I gave him more time than my old lady. Like, I poured my life into these people, bro. Like, every second. I went half on your mama house and bought your mama house, bro, because you didn't have the money. I went half with you. I bought your brother his first truck and let you present it to him like you bought it. Your brother on the internet, man, yeah, fuck that nigga, throw it. Like, nigga, you don't even know what's going on. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you can't hate on this nigga for being mad at all this shit. If you put that much time into bullying other people up and they go against you and you get out of jail, bruh, like, yes, a mature person would like still move on and not like crash out and shit. You can't blame him for crashing out, nigga. That's one thing I'll say. I have to defend it, bro. You cannot. You literally, physically, if you come out of this interview, watching this interview, and you generally don't see this guy's perspective, then you're just being naive, bro. You're just being naive, bro. Because I would definitely crash out. That's why I'm a stingy nigga. That's one thing about me, bro. I'm not gonna go through all this process just to be screwed up like this. I'm not doing that shit, bro. I ain't giving niggas shit. I'm sorry, bro.
You don't even know, bro. Relax. This shit that nobody don't know, but we men, so I don't be caring to speak on that type of shit. We men, I ain't do it for that reason. I did it because I just honor my brothers, my friendships. And brotherhood, I honor that shit. I love you, bro.
So you still love him?
Bro, I poured so much into this nigga, I can't even hate him, bro. In jail, I thought I hated him when he took the pleas and shit, when they did that. I thought I hated him.
Damn.
So you still...
Relax. This shit that nobody don't know, but we men, so I don't be caring to speak on that type of shit. We men, I ain't do it for that reason. I did it because I just honor my brothers, my friendships. And brotherhood, I honor that shit. I love you, bro.
So you still love him?
Bro, I poured so much into this nigga, I can't even hate him, bro. In jail, I thought I hated him when he took the pleas and shit, when they did that. I thought I hated these niggas. Nigga, my girl made me realize, like, bro, you don't hate him. You just mad at him. You don't hate him, bro.
You hate him up, you stop talking.
Why you hate a nigga? You on a whole nother type of time.
Yeah. Stop talking about it.
Dang, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That is true, though. And I'm glad he admitted it. The thing is, when you actually feel something, you don't want to say it, but it's gonna come out, even if you don't want to say it. That was his real, authentic feelings right there. I'm not gonna cap, bro. That was his real feelings, bro. And it ain't cap. I genuinely wonder what Gunna's gonna be saying after this shit, bro. God damn, Gunna, bro. Your next song you better talk on that shit. Damn, these guys, they have to reunite, bro. They have to reunite, bro.
Like, but I don't wish no ill will on him. No ill feelings at all.
Stop the man having though. That shit hit the way, bro. That fucked up.
Because I was just angry.
Okay.
But it seemed like nobody understanding why I'm angry. Like, bro, all the shit I did for this nigga, bro, like, what are you talking about, bro? I put my whole label, my whole shit behind this boy, man. Yeah. Like, nigga, you think Key, dad, you think Key will respect you, nigga? As a man, you think Key to respect you for what you did, bro? You to my R.I.P. Key, bro. You know Key ain't gonna respect you for what you did to me, bro. You know that. You know Key ain't gonna respect that. You know ain't no real man gonna respect that. You did that, bro. Stand on it. You did that. Everybody tell me why he ain't say it and why he quiet. What can't you say?
Yeah, bro. That's unfortunate, dog. You see, the thing is, I'm not part of this lifestyle, so all I want to see is Gunna and Young Thug be friends again, bro. Generally speaking, I don't even give a shit about all this, like, gang and all that bullshit, but, like, I also say this to say, it's so unfair to expect Young Thug to just, like, ignore what Gunna did. It's too late for that, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You can't expect him to just forgive and forget. That's one thing I will say, even though I want to see them be friends again.
What can you say? If you was Gunna, what can you say? If you was him, knowing everything you know about this shit, what can you say, Bank? If you was him, just think of something you think you could say. If you was in Gunna's shoes, what happened?
I can't really put myself in his shoes.
Ain't.
I'm just saying.
Nah, but sometimes, guess what, bro?
Feelings.
That's
what I think he should say. If everything you saying is valid, I think he should call you and have a conversation. But would you take a conversation? Cause niggas don't. You gotta think.
I don't think I'll take a conversation.
All right, so what can I say?
I know that. I ain't even talking about what can you say to me or nothing.
He might want to say something, but he know. I don't want no conversation. So what can I say?
I feel like you portrayed a certain image as soon as you got out of jail. Because nobody know you did what you did in the courtroom. So as soon as you got out of jail, you portrayed. As soon as you get out of jail.
Well, like a couple hours.
Yeah. Like you got out portraying a certain thing, a certain image. Woo woo. You saying these words. You saying goddamn this and that. You saying this when you first get out of jail. You saying all this shit. Then the video come out, then it's just like, but this what the world gotta start doing, Bank, including you. We gotta start putting ourselves in people's shoes. That's why I said If you were him, knowing everything that you know, what would you say?
I probably would do the same thing, not say shit, because I'm knowing my man. I don't want to say nothing to the internet or to nobody else. I know that nigga don't want to hear this shit.
No, but you gotta understand, the way you put it is almost like you. This interview is almost gonna be you telling him what he can go with. We ain't talking about that. We talking about fuck none of that. Nah, cause you gotta think. Like you gotta think. If he's sitting around saying like, damn,
I'm telling him what he can go with. His move, his next move.
We ain't talking about that. It's cool. I tell him his next move, cause I'm just a nigga like that. Like I don't want to see no nigga down. I tell a nigga move, bro. Do this. You fucked up, but you can do this right here. You can do this.
Okay, all right.
We just saying man to man.
Let me say this. When you just sat there and said you wouldn't take the conversation, that would make me say that. But all right,
obviously,
if you'd said you took the conversation, then I would have said what I say.
I ain't talking about what you'll say to me. What you'll say about what you did. Okay, just say you'll say it to me.
Hold up, what he said to me. I told you what he said to me earlier. That's what he said. The truth. You asked me what he said it already. I just told you.
Yeah, you know, I ain't never heard that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just told you, he said, goddamn, bro, all these niggas on the internet saying whatever they saying, fuck that shit. I know my brother in that box, he in the right head space. I know that nigga love me, he know I love him. I swear I would have never did nothing that I feel like it hurt this nigga, man. I was like, waiting till he get on. He gonna have to say fuck me.
I understand all that.
Whew, my goodness, bro. This is straight out of a movie, man. This is straight out of... They have to make a movie about this, bro. This shit is powerful, nigga. It's a tricky situation. This is straight out of... this. I don't even think a series or movie could be this good, bro. Damn, bro. I don't even know, bro. I don't know, dog. This is real nigga shit, though. I'm not gonna lie. This is real nigga shit. I don't envy them, though. I don't envy this, bro. This is a predicament, because you can tell he actually does care about Gunna. Damn, these are real humans at the end of the day. This shows you that these guys are humans, bro. Nah, but at the same time, humans don't be killing people like that. I mean, humans kill people, but average humans don't be going through the shit these niggas be going through, bro. Damn, boy. Wow, this is a tricky one.
Feel like me being a man and we just talking about feelings and just putting it on the line.
And he probably gonna be mad at me for telling you he said that, but he said it.
What I'm saying is, I understand that. I would think that he would say something like that. Obviously, if you did some bullshit to your big brother, that's one of the things you can say. Bro, I got them, but these folk did it. These folk tricked me. You know what I'm saying? That's something you can say. That's any nigga. If you would have did what's wrong, if you would have did what Gunna did, you would have said the exact same thing. Bro, they my brother, bro. Like, bro, I'm just Wayne goddamn, bro, these folk tricked me. We ain't talking about none of that bullshit, none of that cap. We talking about man to man. Why did you do what you did? Cause I'm here. Right now in this interview telling you why I did what I did. Cause I'm a man, nigga. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right. I'm standing on business as a man, nigga. I'm speaking what I did. This why I did.
Why he did, basically.
He can't. That's what I'm trying to make you say. What the fuck can he say? Why you did that? What can you say? Besides some fuck nigga shit. What can you say? That'll make anybody in the world be like, I understand. What can you say?
This nigga Thug is not gonna forgive him. He's not forgiving him, bro. He's not gonna forgive him, bro. That's cooked, nigga. He's not forgiving Gunna, bro. That's one thing I'm taking out of if there's one thing I'm taking out of this interview, he's actually pissed off. Damn, Gunna messed up big time, bro. Shit. Gunna, Gunna should not take any interview. You're gonna look like a pussy ass nigga, bro. Gunna should not speak on this, bro. Gunna needs to stay far away from any interview because he's gonna look like a pussy. Straight up. Because I know Gunna's gonna be like, he still loves Young Thug. I know he's gonna be on that type of timing. That's for sure.
Nigga, I created you, nigga. Well, God created you, but I helped. I was a part of your journey. I've been with you the last 10 years. I spent more time with you than my girl, bro. I was around you more than I was with my fucking girlfriend, bro. With my kids. I done had them phone calls with my baby mama saying, man, you be with these niggas more than your motherfucking children, bro. You supposed to be smart enough, and I know you smart enough. You supposed to be a man enough. You supposed to be smart enough to say, I'm not finna do that. So I know all this shit that nigga sacrifice. I'm not doing it.
In your mind, you taking that nigga fuck.
That's what it is. What else can it be? Obviously, you gonna say, well, I'm finna do what I'm finna do, and goddamn, I'ma just keep telling the world, man, and my brother, I love him.
So you saying his whole campaign is a PR stunt?
Not even to like bash him in that, bro. Cause I'm really.
Is that what you saying?
Yeah, I ain't even trying to. I'm just saying, like, I ain't even trying to bash him in that, but it's like you can't say nothing to make a man, or what we identify as a man, a real nigga that stand on morals and principles. It ain't nothing you can say, but the victim, like, bro, these folks tripped me. Well, I got down. They're my brother, no matter what. They're my brother, no matter what. How you gonna say that to a nigga? What are you talking about? We all in this motherfucking trial pushing. YSL is not a game. This is the narrative. What's the worst betrayal you can do in a trial? Where we saying YSL is not a game. What's the worst you can do? Say it's a fucking game. Nigga, them folk called you second in charge. Them folk called you CEO, second man in charge.
Hold up, let me say this though. What about the niggas who...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a Gunna fan, bro, but Young Thug's not lying. That's the saddest part about this shit, nigga. It's one thing when, like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It's one thing before you hear Young Thug. That's one thing before you hear Young Thug talk. It's another once you hear his perspective, bro. Once you hear a nigga's perspective, you literally cannot argue that shit. You can't argue that shit, bro. Because he's telling you what it is, bro. He's literally telling you what it is, dog.
Who actually started YSL too? Didn't they take their plea before Gunna?
No, he the first plea.
For real?
Gunna took the first. You know that.
I didn't know that.
Gunna took the first plea.
I thought them niggas already telling them.
No, Gunna took the. They had already told back in the day on crimes and shit that they was involved in and all that.
On the RICO?
Nah,
see, look.
The RICO came in 2022.
I'm thinking.
The RICO came March 9th, 2022, man.
What's the little dude?
May 9th.
From your hood. That's
DK.
And who is another one too?
Slug?
Yeah. I'm thinking that them two already saying like, just say for instance, if me, Shy, and Cub start a gang, right?
Yes.
And we all identify as the three founders.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we signed Thug. And the two founders saying, yeah, it's a game. The bank saying it's not. How is Thug wrong for just being an artist by saying it is too? That's what I'm thinking happened.
Nah, that ain't what happened. That ain't what happened, man. The first plea took was Gunna plea.
Yeah.
Ever. The first plea took was Gunna. Slug, all them took.
I don't remember that. I can't speak on that. I don't remember that being true though.
Please, after Gunna. Everybody took the plea after Gunna. I can't even be as mad at them as I can be as him. I should, because y'all still grown men. No matter what these niggas say, y'all grown men. Just like me. When he said YSL was a game, the smartest thing for me to do is say, yeah, it is a game, fuck it. One of the niggas who they saying is a founder of it, he not even a founder. One of the niggas who they saying is a founder of it, that came on out and took a plea and said it's a game. You'll be a motherfucking idiot to sit in here saying that it's not a game. When you got a nigga who these folk now labeled as the second man in charge.
That's what I thought happened, but the other way around.
No, he took the plea first. Gunna took the plea first. Damn. Then them niggas started taking the plea when we started going to court. Gunna didn't never make it in the courtroom, remember? The first day of court was November 17th or December 17th. One of them days were the first time we wasn't on Zoom. The first time we went into an actual courtroom, all 28 of us.
But watching that shit from the street, but that shit was like some DJ kept another one. Every day, another one.
But the crazy part is,
another one.
Get what, Bank? Even if them niggas some bullshit anyway, but some bullshit too, but even if them niggas just look at it from their point of view, niggas like DK, Slug, all the way, I still don't respect them niggas, because you just not me. Y'all niggas ain't not me. Should no nigga make you do nothing that you ain't supposed to do. But just look at them. Okay, Gunna take a plea. He the head nigga in charge, according to the DA. Thug is boss man. Thug John got it, what they saying. Thug John got it. I'm not know John got it now. I'm a real man, man. Solid nigga. I build foundations. I help niggas. I'm not portraying no gangster, no none of that. It just so happened we just street niggas and we done stood on our business, so they label us gangsters. I don't push none of that. I push real man. They saying that I'm the founder of this shit, and this nigga is the head man in charge. He the second boss. When this trial started, they not saying DK is one of the owners, Mundo one of the owners, Slug one of the owners. They not saying none of that. They saying Thug is the owner, and Gunna is the second man in charge.
I thought they said they ain't had Thug and no. I mean, not Thug, my bad. I thought they said they ain't had Gunna and nothing against him.
Gunna didn't have no case. Well, we had 9 terabytes. You know how much paper that is, bro? 9 terabytes of discovery. That's over 300 million pieces of paper.
What?
Front and back. 300 million pieces of paper. That's how much evidence they had. 300 million pieces of paper.
That's a lot of. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro.
I think it was 9 terabytes, 2 terabytes, whatever it is. Whatever that is, it was terabytes. That shit equaled up to 300 million pieces of paper. I just remember the lawyers arguing in the court. I remember the lawyers saying, like, Yana, they gotta take some of this shit, the evidence that we not gonna use, and just get this shit out the way. Cause y'all just packing us with evidence, and we just got a little time to like go through the evidence. It's so much paperwork. Y'all might be coming to court trying to convict him on these 5 pictures, but you got 16 million pictures. I remember just going to court arguing about that type of shit with the lawyers. Like judge, we trying to dumb this shit down. Some of the shit they know they not using, so we need to know what they really using so we can focus on it, so it can be a fair trial. It need to be fair. So I'm saying that to say, out of all that paperwork, bro, Gunna's name went on 1 piece of paper out of 300 million pieces of paper.
You know that?
Yes.
Hold up. Let me.
Bro, okay, you see, here's where it gets tricky. We don't know if that's true, because Gunna's not saying shit. We don't know if that's true, because Gunna's not saying shit. But if that is true, that's kind of crazy, no cap. Damn, boy. I don't know, that's a sticky one right there, bro. That is a sticky one, I can't even lie, boy. Dang. But I wonder how Gunna's PR is gonna be after this. Is it gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? Is Young Thug gonna get some fans back? Like, I wonder what implications are gonna come from this shit right here, bro.
Let me play devil advocate. I ain't trying to protect or defend or offend nobody. I'm just keep saying it. What I'm saying is, all right, y'all ain't talking, right? Y'all ain't talking.
Yeah. So I mean Gunna?
Yeah.
While we locked up?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
I called a few times trying to talk to him, but they were just giving me the runaround. That's when I started figuring out then, like, all right, I don't get it.
Your girl, his mama, you know what I'm saying? The women in your ear, like, they done got you in something, basically. You ain't on no paperwork. So basically, it's just like, when Umfum called his case and went to jail all that time for nothing. That's how he would probably feel like, I ain't finna go to jail for nothing.
I understand it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, I'm just putting that in perspective.
I overly.
Cause you got people that's watching this don't give a fuck, know nothing about no street code, no nothing.
I know, but we talking about street niggas.
Okay, yeah.
We're not talking about none of that.
So you
we ain't
consider
talking about no
Gunna as a street
motherfucking
nigga?
white boys who went to college. We talking about street niggas.
You consider Gunna as a street nigga?
Yes.
And not an
You portraying a street nigga.
Okay.
You talking about no telling in your song. You talking about street nigga. You talking about stepping on shit. You talking about all type of shit in your music. You standing on street nigga business. You do everything street niggas do. That's a fact. You are portraying a street nigga. If you're not a street nigga, don't portray it. You portraying a street nigga. Street nigga aneurysms. You portray every one of them. That's a fact. I look at you like a street nigga. You my little brother. I love you to death. I look at you like a street nigga though. I don't look at you like a dork or no lame or none of that. I look at you like a fly nigga. You just kicking your pimping and doing this and that. But I definitely look at you like a street nigga.
Gunna, bro. Gunna ain't gonna talk about this, right? Nah, he ain't gonna. We're not gonna hear Gunna's side of the story, bro. That's one thing I do know. We're not gonna hear this nigga's side of the story. Bro, am I gonna post this full video? It's a long ass video, bro. No bullshit. Damn, boy. Is it still going on? Oh, I think it ends. It probably ends, I think. Or is it like intermission? Oh yeah, he ends in like, I don't know. How long is this? Damn, an hour 30?
Okay, look, let me say this. and this is the last thing I'm gonna say, because I don't want to sound like I'm trying to defend it. Can you look at it like, bro, you had to be in the fucked up mindset if you played guilty knowing you wasn't guilty.
Over. That's one of the things why I always, that's why I'm at the point now where I'm like, I feel like my back against the wall and people ain't heard me out. So now I understand his point of view. Like, damn, that's why I say shit like, I would love to hear what he got to say. Cause then I can actually judge him.
Tell it to you. Tell it, say it, nigga, say it publicly. Don't tell
You
me.
publicly said YSL is a criminal street gang and it must end. You publicly said, yes ma'am, when they said, I know 3 or more co-defendants on this case. Well, 3 or more co-defendants on this indictment, which is the 28 niggas. I know 3 or more niggas that committed these crimes: murder, attempted murder, aggravated assault, damage to property, shooting at houses, petty car thefts, armed robberies. You said, I know 3 or more people on this indictment that has committed these crimes. Publicly. They asked you that in the courtroom. You said, yes, ma'am. First of all, you don't know nobody on this case. All 28 niggas, they from John vs. South, Cleveland Avenue, and other places like that. He from the South Side. He don't know nobody on this case. Guess what's so weird? Out of all 28 people on this case, all you know is 3 niggas. Me, Gunna, and Duke. That's the only niggas you know on this case, Gunna. So when you said, yes, I know 3 or more niggas that committed these crimes, who the fuck is you talking about? Me, Gunna, and Duke? Cause we the only niggas you know anyway. I know you could have been talking about anybody. It's cool. But just so happened how the dice roll, you don't know nothing but 3 niggas. So who the fuck you could? Like if he would have went to trial, the state, if his shit was getting used in trial, which it was, unless I got out the case, his plea agreement was gonna get used in trial. I know they saying like, oh, he ain't had to get.
I thought an Afro plea don't mean it.
Yes, he had to get on the. He ain't had to get on the stand. You know they pushing all those narratives. He ain't had to get on the stand. He wasn't gonna testify against nobody. Yes, he was. If you look at the end of his plea, that shit say this plea agreement could be presented in trial, and if any questions come up about this plea, however they wrote it, if anything come about this plea, you must come testify truthfully about what you said in this plea.
Nah.
Nigga, look, every one of they plea said that, except mine. Every plea said that except mine. And Lil 9. Every one of them niggas.
Yeah, that part I don't know about that. I can't talk about that. And it doesn't sound like it's true. No cap. That doesn't sound true. No bullshit. That part does not sound true. But yeah. I think this is the first thing I think is cap that I've listened to. What? That shit don't make sense, nigga.
Took a plea in the beginning of that trial. Plea said that. Duke plea said the same thing. Oh, you ain't got to get on the stand. Duke had to get on the stand. The week the case was over with, Duke was getting on the stand that week. The week all us went on and took our pleas at the end of the trial. Duke was getting on the stand that week. Duke was outside the courtroom, sitting on the bench, waiting to get called in to get on the stand.
So how Duke did what right now?
Because he didn't say YSL was a game. He only said, when y'all put Duke on the stand, Duke can't send nobody to prison. Duke plea only saying that a nigga told on him. Okay, I'm right. When nobody on that case but Duke and Yak. Only thing Duke plea said was, this nigga Yak told on me, and I'm just agreeing to it. Because if I don't agree, I'm gonna have to go to trial and Yak gonna get on the stand on me. So he gotta take the plea. The thing I don't respect about Yak is, before we knew Yak told, when Duke took the plea, I was pushing the narrative like, that fuck nigga Duke did what wrong. Like, damn, but my best friend? Why Duke you do that? I'm pushing that shit every day in trial, every day. Yak sitting right here with me, bro, every day. Yak, my little brother, I love this nigga to death, bro. I got this nigga mama house. The house this nigga mama live in right now, I paid for this house.
Damn, bro, what type of money is Young Thug having paying for everyone's houses, bro? That's crazy. Y'all, those niggas rich, bro. Paying for that many people's houses, bro. Nah, that's crazy.
You sitting right here with me every day, bro, face to face in this trial. Me, you, and Shannon, the last 3 niggas on this trial. And Lil Quay, them, I mean. Me, you, Shannon, Lil Quay, and Lil Rod. We done got down to 5 deep, 6 deep. You know how we is in this motherfucker. Man, back against the wall. Fuck that, nigga, we rocking. Fuck these niggas. These niggas left, we gone. Fuck that. We rocking. You sitting in this motherfucker every day with me, 2 years straight. After them folk took their plea. And you let me paint this narrative to you, Shannon, and you agreeing with the narrative that Duke told on. We sitting back in the back of this courtroom when we on trial every day. I'm coming back in the courtroom. We coming back